Okay, welcome back to the lesson. So in this lesson we have this logout button here. Click it, it just logs us out as promised, and then we've got this edit details button here. So we go back and it's there. Of course this is not fully finished, but it's just getting bit by bit to the finished product. So you just see it's saved and updating in the state and also in the database and all that. So if you come here you can see it updating here. So close that. Come into Visual Studio Code. Firstly, remember that here, these ones you want to add in. To add these in properly, due to this function in here, in your work services functions backend project, you have to add in whatever you wish there. So check this reduce user details, and what you have here, if you didn't have this code in there, you wouldn't be able to update services in here. It just wouldn't update at all. I'm not going to show you, but you can test it out yourself if you like. So do that now. Press save, Command Shift P, and then Firebase deploy -- only functions. Press enter. I've already done it, of course. So do that now. Might get it out of the way. So you can do the next bit. Okay, so I had an error here. So fragment, I spelt it wrong. You probably didn't have the same error, but just make sure that's wrong. Fragment, keyboard return. Not sure why that's there. Maybe just put it there just in case. Lesson 27. Oh yeah, this .props.logout user. It's in profile.js. If you can't, you should be able to see that. And yeah, like I said, fragment was spelled wrong, which doesn't get shown straight away. And tooltip. Logout this dot. Yep. So all that there. Oh, that's right, because we did this in profile and then we've made a new edit details. So you add this edit details in there. This is the one we're going to make. So copy, fine. And then we want to import it up here. So create down there in profile, import it up here, edit details. It will just be in the same component, so just one up, like I've shown you. So come in here. A lot to do. I'm going to update this to GitHub, so if you want to copy it straight down. But a lot of stuff you can copy from profile. All this stuff is MUI stuff we need here. I still go through and clear up all this stuff we're not using. MUI dialog content. MUI dialog title. Dialog actions. I think you get the point. So all that down here. We'll just spread the theme.shared again, and then I've just edited something in for a button here to make it on the right. So come in, state, bio, website service, location, open. What does this mean? So it opens it up and we close it. Open, close. So it's set to false, and then we click it, set to true, opens it up. Handle open. and handle close. So we map user details to state. When command did mount. So just create this function just so I can put it here instead of doing it twice. We can reuse it again. So it gets credentials and sets them. So by equals credentials by, if we have it, it's credentials.by, otherwise it's empty string. Same for all these ones. So it's just checking we have it, and if we do, setting it, and if we don't, empty string. So on change, once again, event target.name, event target.value. Console log this if you're unsure about these. And then handle submit, so that will be this button here. Save, you can put it submit, so if that's confused you. So this.props.edit user details. So once we're all done, handle submit, we get all this and we send to edit user details. Which is this function here. You can create that now if you like. I think there's nothing else here to do. So if you didn't know, this is from, come into here, this one here, copy. So we send all the details in. So copy this. Loading user, set that to true, and then we post that in there. Add user details, which is this here, which is the details we just updated, and then we get user profile details again to update the screen. So hopefully that's all good for you. Now we come to a bit there, so I'll close that down. Less confusion. I just got rid of this strict mode error, so you don't actually need this now. So just comment that out, or you can just get rid of it. You might have already thought of that error. So come back to here. So we handle submit, and then send our data to the database, and then we handle close, so we close it down. So we get classes from the props. Remember, that's like the same as this.props.classes, just a different way to write it. So we have another fragment here. Then we have a tooltip, edit details, which I showed you is that little bit of writing that comes up there. So come back to here. Sorry if my voice is a bit boring, but it's been a long day. So we've done fragments. Oh, this whole thing's a fragment. I'll upload this to GitHub, it'll be a bit easier. So now we have dialogue. It's pretty hard to see. Just go out here. So basically you have these text fields. So you just go copy, paste, paste, then change the appropriate data. Rows equals 1. Change that around to 3. You'll see what it does. This makes it a bigger, more rows for each one. I thought 1 was a good amount. Sorry, I'm going to go back in now. So when it's open, this.state.open, on close, this.handle close. Full width gives the full width, and max width. So if you go to MUI, you can see what this means. Go MUI dialog, look it up, and you can actually test out these. I thought this looked the best. So dialog title, edit your details. Up here, dialog content. So then we put this in a form inside the dialog content, and then we've got dialog actions. So we've got buttons here, self-explanatory. That calls handle submit, that calls handle close. Then as normal, you want to map state to props. Let's want the user, state.user credentials, state.user.credentials. Then we've got prop types. You should know this by now. And we don't have to map actions to props because we just have one function here. So hopefully that makes sense to you. We just imported this edit user details from user actions. So that's why we don't go maps actions to props and then put it inside it. We just put it straight in there as one. So hopefully that all makes sense for you. And yeah, I'll upload this to GitHub so you can copy it straight there. And it's just another tool in the belt for you to use on your coding journey. And I'll see you on the next one. Thank you. If you liked it, please put a like on there. And subscribe. Thank you.